Hey guys, hey, welcome back to the wheat field. Welcome back. How y'all doing? It is Tough It Out Tuesday, y'all. We got to tough it out. November the 8th, 2022. But it's still now, so it's always now. So whenever you get this message, it's still now, it's still good. So don't worry about that date. We just wanted to state it. Hello, hi, welcome. Welcome. My name is La T. I am a channeled messenger, yes, and we channel with the Most High God, y'all. We do. We channel with the Most High God and His infinite intelligence and the breath of life, and that's pretty much it. And we read from all kinds of texts and scripture from all across the plane and how the source has spoken to the wheat field forever. So, however source speaks to you, is welcome here. This is a loving space. So come on in. This is the wheat field. Sometimes it can start off slow, like cooking with that old school Crisco. This camera angle look weird. I think Spirit is trying to get me to fix it or something. Is that better? Or what am I doing? Okay. I guess. Whatever. Come on in here. It could be cooking with cold Crisco, you know what I mean? I had to scoop it out the container and get it in the pan, and Most High come in and put some meat on it, you know, and then we get to cooking. And sometimes Most High say it's a cold, chilly day, and we might need to just put it on the simmer. So I don't know what kind of day it is today. Spirit, Most High says it's not a simmer day. No, what we finna do? We finna turn the heat up. Source say we turn the heat up, y'all. Turn the heat up Tuesday is what Source say. Okay. So we got a couple of empowering questions. We post them out there in the community. So if any of y'all seen them posts, then you had an opportunity to kind of chew on that. And I want it just for a little bit. Something to make you go, okay. So, first question up. Look at that. If it was something that you would do that you just lose yourself in time, what would it be? I know for me it'll be this right here. We could give messages all the time. I mean, we could. I mean, we already have a little bit of sense of just always being productive and always being active and producing something. But that's really what I don't know. So, me and Spirit, I'm working on balancing that one out. You know, I haven't really come to polarity on that thing, whether it's a negative or a positive, or just really get to balance, you know, really on the fact that I used to work a lot. When I say work a lot, we used to put in some hours. I mean, because one time we was in college and pursuing that higher education, all while, you know, being a young mom, and then working at the same time and still finishing degree, and sometimes it could be tough. You know, I did spend a lot of time doing a whole bunch of stuff that I did not necessarily want to do. You know what I mean? I just didn't. I didn't want to do all that. You know, come home from work after you did 10, 12 hours and then have to write a paper and sit up and listen to lecture and all of that stuff. Yeah, and you got the babies. That was... We had to put together some energy for that. But now we are in a whole different place. I mean, we still do that service for the outside world. You know, we have to contribute to that so we can get that currency. We had to put something out so we can get something in. You know, but spiritually, this right here is like I would do this all day. I got to get a sip. I got to pause and tell y'all that my coffee is jacked up today. Two things happen. Inflation. Ha! So my normal coffee, I didn't get it. I got something else. McDonald's brand. It's not my favorite. Just to say, thank you Most High for the coffee. Yes. And then I got the syrup, right? I was like, oh, this mocha was good. And then the first day I put it with some mocha, and then I did with the, you know, whipped cream and all that stuff. I didn't notice that it was sugar-free because I had some other stuff in there that was kind of going with the flavors and blending it, so it was like, but that's sugar-free. So not only is the coffee like, then the sugar-free is like, And so I tried to patch it up and make it do something, because we ain't gonna waste it. Oh no, we're gonna drink this. Get another sip. So the next card says, how have I become me? What am I like? That's perfect, because I literally was just saying how I came into this whole hot mess with just a little bit of it. You know, I was a young mother, took my kid to college with me, you know. We did all of that. We wasn't going to stop. It was like, no. So, yeah, we ended up doing all of that, and we got to where we're at right now. And, you know, instead of it being a degree and work, you know, 10, 12 hours, I only work, you know, for them about 8.5, 9, you know, for them on a good day, 10. We don't really try to do no 10s no more. But we will do this, serve all the time. We really would. I mean, like, we was just honestly thinking about it yesterday, because, you know, we dream big. When I say dream, it's your dream. If you dreaming something, dream it big. Why not? It's your world. I am stating what I say every time we come over here. I am your favorite channel messenger. Hello. Okay, how y'all doing? If y'all vibe, subscribe. We don't do nothing but sit around and chop it up. We get some cards out. We have our crystals. They outside in the sun. We went from the moonlight, right, into the sun. And Spirit said, are we going to bring them in today? We're going to let them stay out and ground. They grounding. They doing their thing. They marinating. We got a couple of few extra ones, though, so we not crystal-less, you know. But if you vibe, subscribe. Make the video small. Hit that little red button, you know what I mean? And if it end up being a message that you care about, share it out. Sharing is caring. That's what we say. And then, you know, too, if you really digging it like that and you want to come on in and show enough, sit for a spell, hit that noti bell. It'll let you know every time we throw one of these up. All right, so let's just jump on in here. How have I become me? Adversity. That's a given. Adversity. Nothing makes you pour out the tenets of self like adversity. Nothing. Mindful messages, yes, we're going to get these. We got to pray too. Thank you, Holy Father, the whole spirit of the infinite, the all. We tap into the all. Understanding and knowing that the Holy Father, the one who sits above all things, yes, is present and with us at all times. I thank you so much for my awareness. I thank you for my awareness that I shall praise you and recognize you, Holy Father, the one who sits above all things and in all things. I recognize you in all things. And because I recognize you, I get the lesson, and those lessons give me the ability to learn and to praise. And I praise, and then I'm able to teach and to give out what I've learned. Thank you so much. And as I do the learning for self-edification so that I may praise you and edify you with my praise, I also want to seek to give that out to the wheat field, to your field, Holy Father, yes, so that they may have also those same lessons in edification, so that they may edify you. And when we unite under a common goal, Holy Father, then we will increase our knowledge, our wisdom on a pathway to peace, so that we may change our frequency and rejoin with thee. In all of these things, I ask that you help us, that you protect us, that you brighten our lumen so bright that it casts out anything that will come against us. Surround us in that light, Holy Father. Build us, lift us, raise us. Help us to be mindful on this day, mindful that there are distortions and disillusions and energies that will come against us to devour us. Oh, yes, to devour us, yes. They would seek to distort us, yes, they would, to manipulate us, yes. I ask that you give us the awareness so that we may see them clearly, that we may hear them, that we may hear you, Holy Father. Speak to us and help us move, because when you move, we should move in alignment, just like that. So is there anything else I should pray? Source says to be. Now. Be now. Are we in alignment, Father? Yes. Can you seal us with your ashe? Ashe. Thank you for giving me the extra breath. Y'all, thank you so much for indulging me through that prayer. We have to pray. Yes, we do. We have to pray to make sure that the Father has sealed this space. We ask that our light be bright, and yes, we have a lot of things that will come against us, and our light protects us. Not only does it draw things in, energies and energies that would distort can see your light. They do. So as you brighten your light, you become a target. But the stronger your light is, do you want those? The stronger your light is, the more it's able to repel that darkness and push it away from you. Right? So that's why we say when the Father moves, you move just like that. Your spirit moves and tells you, do you want this? Anything else in this deck? All right, let's put that down. We got one up and one down. How should we read them? This one and then this one. Okay. So yeah, just make sure, like, it doesn't matter what your religious base is or background. It doesn't matter. Source made all things, and Source has spoken to its wheat field over time from the beginning to the end, right? It's been the same, foundational, and we can use all of these texts, and I bring them all together so that we can see how the consistencies across what Source is teaching us, from nature to the body to astrology, everything. So we bring it all together and we look. Source says our first card is loving friends. Loving friends. So surround yourself with people who inspire you and that you can grow together with. Friends that raise you up and hold you up, and hold you to the best version of yourself. Right? Raise you up, but hold you to the best version of yourself, I feel. Oftentimes we are surrounded ourselves with individuals who don't call us to our highest good. Just asked Source if I should put this necklace on. I was feeling a need to have something guarding me. So, let me get another one. Surrounding yourself with loving friends and people that call you to your highest good, I feel. Like, you know, sometimes we were talking about the need to change your room. If you are in a space where people are not pushing you to be your best, to raise yourself, to raise your vibrations, or accept you as you raise yourself and as you grow, it's the strife and a kind of contention about the growth and your change, then it's time you might want to consider changing your room, and that's okay, because everybody is not meant to, you know, to be in your space at all times. You might be called to journey somewhere else, and the impact of what you give and what you do will be felt somewhere else, and that's okay. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself with good people who are raising themselves up and who can support you in your growth. Yes. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout my journey. Yes, I believe that the Source, you know, is supporting you directly. And then, of course, when you surround yourself with loving friends, they will support you on your journey with like-minded people. Yes. I release old relationships that may be toxic and keeping me stagnant. Spirit said that's a challenge, to release relationships that may be keeping you stagnant. Oftentimes, those relationships are familiar, right? And we become so attached to them, and you love people, right? And it's very difficult to detach away from people that you love that may not necessarily, I feel, be giving you the same type of support back. I believe all of us can say that there's been times where you feel like you don't get that same love and support from the people that you feel closest to. Like, it's a difference. You may feel very close to them, but are they giving that back onto you? I've seen a couple of posts that kind of stuck out to me that I can understand and empathize with, where you are a person that's always reaching out on somebody else's special day or their birthdays or on occasions and trying to engage and interact. But if that is not given back onto you, you have to find a way to detach from that and just like let it be. Like, okay, I see where you at with it. And maybe eventually in time things will change, and if you decide to give them access to your life, then that's what it is. But go on with love. Like, love for self. Love yourself, I believe Source is saying, enough to move away from that. It's not for your highest good, and it's not supportive to you. So then go ahead. It's okay for you to detach and, you know, and move around. Like, no. You know, I feel like Source is saying, you could turn your back to that. You could turn your back and just go ahead on and go forward. Yes. You ready for this one? Okay. Intentions. All right. If them people don't, you got intentions and goals and desires, and you got to set your intentions, right? And some people are just not in your life that can support you on those intentions. They may end up even holding you back. They can cause insecurities and self-esteem issues and make you doubt yourself. Doubt is a really big thing, because you know when you share your dream with people, you have people who will doubt your dream and what it is that you can actually accomplish. They looking at you through their own lens of self, and not necessarily you, right? It's projection. They can't see themselves doing that thing or being able to, you know, reach that whatever it is that you are envisioning. And so therefore they will smush you, they will diminish you, they will make you feel like as if you can't accomplish that thing. But it is not true, beloved. You can do it. If you can see it in your mind, and you could feel that thing in your heart space, you know, that's given on to you, yes, you could see it. Keep seeing it. Details down to the socks. I mean, like, see it. Plan it. Then prepare for it, right? And it can come. Set your intentions. Set your intentions. Let's read this card. Father said, today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make today whatever I want. My intention for the day is to reach 117 subscribers. At least. That's the minimum. That's what I want. That's my intention. That's the desire. And we just said it. And go on. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else we're going to say about that? No. Let's get some more cards. All right, now. We got some, we got a few decks. We got some angel oracle messages. We got some angel answers. We got some light worker and some wisdom. So we got a few we going to run through. We only 17 minutes in. Again, Father said it could be. We ain't simmering today. Father said he going to turn up the heat and put it on there. All right, come on, Father. Thank you so much for using these cards as tools to deliver your message through me, your willing messenger. Yes, to edify self, edify your wheat field, so that we may unite and become better bread, so that we may edify you. Could you please guide me in anything further I should pray? Did I say it all and give us a ashe, protection in ashe? Ashe. Get some force of life on these cards. Yes. Everybody say this, that, and the other. I say it's the force of life. I be feeling like some Star Wars for real, like a Jedi using the force. That's how I be feeling. Master Yoda. Oh yes. That be my thing right there. That be my thing. I used to love, it was something always about Star Wars too as a kid. Did you want that bottom card? No. Do you want this? All right. Listen deeply, Father said. This one keeps coming out. Listen deep. Is that upright? Okay. Is it right here? Okay. Another card? No. Listen deeply. You want anything? No. Turn this over? No. Listen deeply. So, listen to your core, your spirit. Father is saying to listen to your spirit self. Your spirit self, your intuition, your heart, and your gut, I feel. Listen to your gut, basically. So your intuition, your mind, and your heart is like in your gut. Are they confused? No. Are they worrying, arguing? Are they ruminating over something? And listen deeply. Listen to what part? Your gut. Father says listen to your gut. It's telling you that what the real is. And I don't know what it is about what you becoming. Yeah, and it's something to do with what you doing all the time. Something that you get lost in time with. Right? So maybe you got a, I was about to say a gift to serve. And it's something that you do all the time anyway. Like I was just saying, like if it was me to any message that edifies for self-edification, yeah, we do that. We take that. It don't matter, you know. Because again, self-edification and self-preservation onto self and source, the source of self first, so that I can learn and then I can share that out. You know, that's one of the ways we do that. So Spirit is saying, Source is saying that to listen deeply, listen to your gut, to your core space. It's talking to you, it's telling you about something to do, and whatever it is that it's telling you to do, listen to that. And it's about your something that is that you are looking to manifest. You're doing something, you have a gift for it. And you know, how have I become me? I talked about some of my life experiences, the adversities. So the adversities that you've gone through, it's probably was a part of what you're doing. This outlet or whatever that you do is a part of how you have become. And I believe those, is it cycles? What is it? Wrap it up? Okay. You get it. Father said. And you got some intentions down in here. So whatever your intentions is, listen to your gut space. And you got a challenge in people that are around you, whether or not they are supportive of your new trajectory, your new direction, I feel. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Father. Please use these cards as tools to deliver your message through me to your we feel, so that we can unite and edify you, the source in all things, all things, all things. Please seal this portion of the message with your ashe. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Yeah. Listen deep. You doing something. You got a gift. Whatever it is, you might be talking to people about your gift, and people are not always going to be supportive. You know what I mean? And actually, some people end up, you know, kind of being against you and talk trash about you. Yeah, Spirit is really like that. Talking trash about you, whatever it is. You know, and that's going to happen to anybody. You know, because if folks, again, can't see themselves doing something that you got an envision of, or they just don't understand it, they don't align to it, agree with it, whatever the case may be, you know, the people that you care about and basically are not always going to be the ones that support you. They just not. You know, your support could come from somewhere else, like 1 to 2 to 3 degrees away. You know, compromise? No. Slow down. This one. All right. Yes. Whatever it is, yes. Listen deeply. That's what Father said. You got a gift. You serving up something. You probably growing something, developing something, doing something, right? It's a lot of people out here that are building doors. We be talking about that all the time. In this day and age, is there anything else in here? You do not need to wait for somebody to open a door for you, right? You don't. But in order to build your own door, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of stamina. And you could be reaching out for help to build this door, and it's not going to happen like that. Is it not going to happen like that? Are they reaching out for help? No. Suffering and silence, Source says. So should they reach out for help? No. Understand that all things require process. So trust the process. All things require a process. So it's not going to come overnight. Stay steady, right? Stay steady. We need to put this crystal on here. Thank you so much, Holy Father, and bless these cards. Use these cards as tools to deliver your message. Edify me, edify your we feel, so that we may unite and become better bread, so that we may edify you onto the source. For we are called for the wheat, and we are made for good bread. Please protect us. Grow our light. Grow our lumens. Increase our frequency. Increase our radiance. Make us so bright, Holy Father, that we, the whole infinite, the whole source, the all, increase our lumens, so that we may blind out, become so blinding in our light that we block out anything that would come to distort us. It cannot even get close. We are surrounded and shielded by the light. Thank you so much. If we are in alignment with this prayer, is there anything else I should pray? Please seal us with your ashe. Thank you. Father doesn't allow me to bless the table and everything, but we have to give each deck of cards is reverence. So thank you so much for sitting up with us as we pray. You want this? Yeah, we have to do that. How are you being step up to call, to step up to lead? The high priestess. And on the other side of the energy, we have this. Trust the niggle. Trust the feeling. Do you want either one of these? Just the energy. Okay. So you definitely are being called to step up and lead and to do something and follow it. Father is telling you to trust that feeling. Again, trust your gut. Listen deeply. Yes. Listen deeply. Yes. Trust your gut. Right? That's that synchronicity coming through. Father is telling you that you got something to serve up. How are you being called to step up and lead? How are you being called to step up and lead, beloved? And you might have people around you that's going to cause you a little bit of mental conflict and hesitation, may pull you back into a different mindset. They may take you off your game. So you need to be careful about who you around. What is their intentions, beloved? What are their intentions? And does their intentions align with your intentions? That had to be something. Huh. I guess. Huh. I guess, because look what fell on the floor. Maybe something is causing you to lose your ish. Maybe something is trying to cause you to lose it so that you would mess around and lose it. You know what I mean? So these energies is out here, y'all. These energies is out here, and they trying to take you off your game. If they can't distort you, if they can't distract you because your light is so blinding and it's blocking that shit out, then again, you got to really be careful, because the next level is to take your whole light out. That's why you got to increase your lumens, my weed. That's why you got to be asking the Father all the time to raise your frequency. Raise your frequency so that you can rise above that ish. The eagle flies above. It uses the storm to fly above. It actually rests its wings on the wind and flies and uses the currency of the storm to go further. That's what the eagle does. And all while it's doing that, it can see from a whole higher perspective. That's why I love that card in that ancestor deck. It's not only telling you about the strength of how you use the energy. That's how we transmute that storm. This is the storm that's raging in the inside. You're supposed to rise up and ride on top of the storm. But we can't do that when we are being sucked down in the storm, because we haven't transmuted the energy so it can be fuel and lift ourselves up on top of it. The one who sits above, that is the Father gives us the example to show us to rise above your current situation. You grow within it. You don't need nobody to pull you out of it. Why? Because you the weak. I feel it. Where is it? Right here? This one. Again, yo, what? What? How are you being called to step up and lead? Father ain't playing with this thing. Father said he calling you. Is calling you. The source is calling you, young wheat. I don't know if you a young wheat, mid wheat, whatever. Wheat. In terms of the Most High God, you are still a young wheat. We babes out in here. We all on Gerber with this thing in terms of understanding the source and how this whole thing works. Manifestation, creation itself. All of it. The all, like everything is telling you it's time for you to step up and lead. And you got some people around you that might be in your ear or just in your energy field or throwing shade at you and looking at you like what? Or whatever the case may be. But you push past that because you got some intentions. You know your intentions. You may not know theirs, but the source do, the all do, and the all is telling you, yes, listen to your gut, young wheat. How are you being called to step up and lead? Let's get it. Is it another card up in here? Nope, I shaded that. Come on, Father. Let's give them some wisdom. Got the wisdom deck over here. Let's put something on it, because see, they already probably don't know how you doing what you doing anyway. Yeah, come on with it. Give them an example. You ain't got to explain nothing. You don't win through arguments. You win through your actions. You just show them how to move around. You show them how you move around. Even if that means from them, thee has to move around. Come on, Father. Thank you so much for using these cards as your tools. I'm your willing, surrendered messenger. Edify me, edify your wheat field, so that we can all unite under a common purpose, so that we could be the edified good bread that we need to be. Give us the wisdom. We are getting on the pathway to knowledge. Help us with even the tenets of love that we need to seek daily. The sympathy, the empathy, the understanding and compassion, so that we can get onto the pathway of knowledge, so that we can follow it and practice it daily, leading us into wisdom, so that we may become peaceful, a peaceful resolution, raising our frequency, brightening up our lumens, having us shining so bright that anything that will come against us is blinded and pushed out, turned back and confused. That's what we do. And if we in alignment with you, Holy Father, please seal us with your ashe. Let's get it, let's get it. Father say what? What's this bottom one on the bottom? Can we show it to him? Yeah. Father say what? Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Meditation. Meditation, young wheat. Meditation is the real. You can use the breath of life, the force of life. Yes, you can. Breathe that shit out. Because you don't even have to really look in the compass. The spirit will guide you to the sea. She ain't looking at no compass. She ain't looking at no the which way the wind blowing. She just floating. Float on, float on. Is she floating? Is she looking? No. What's she doing? That's what I felt. That's faith. Float on, on. Yeah, that's faith. We get it. What are you doing something that's going to take some faith? And everybody ain't going to support you. But guess what? When they throw that them fear statements up at you, things that's gonna make you be like pause and yeah, do you want this? You want this? This one? What did I say? Things that's gonna make you pause. Things that's gonna make you pause send you to the fork in the road. Or maybe somebody at the fork in the road already thinking about stopping. Do you want something else? This one? This? Or this? This? Alright. By the book. Somebody that's maybe not doing it by the book. Whatever it is, you might not be doing it by the book. And you at a fork in the road. Maybe it's about choosing how to get this thing going. And sometimes we end up doing stuff a little bit off, to try to get the good reward. Yeah, because it's somebody around you with some intentions. And if their intentions align, no. But Father is saying, yes, listen to yourself. You being called to step up and lead. Or either take authority, take charge, put a block, some boundaries for over self, like leading self. Because you at a fork in the road and it's a challenge for you to do this thing by the book, to keep it lined up right, the right way. Because maybe it will challenge what your true intentions is, and how the whole thing of how you have become what you are and who you are, what you are like. Yeah, it's something that you're doing that you love it because it's your gift. You forget time when you doing it. Yeah, and there's people around you that see. They do. But they ain't in alignment with you. Nope. They don't want you to do it by the book. That's what Father is pointing to over here. Let me slide this over and see if that's a little bit better for the view. Yeah. Father said they don't want you to do it by the book. It's something else going on behind here that they trying to get you to do on a different type of level. Yeah, and Father's like, no. Do they want it on a different type of level? What is it? Underhanded. Yeah, that's what I was feeling, different type of level. But Father said we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. They trying to get you to do something underhanded. And Father said no. Father say listen to yourself. We can't tell you what the fuck do, but cause you got your own will. But do you want anything else out of here? No. Anything that you would like to say, Father? Yes. Stop. Is that it? Yeah. So if this fit and it resonate, Father say stop. I would say stop and think, stop and look. Stop and consider. What is the long term in that? Do your risk versus your gains. Do a swap board. A swap board is S is in Sam. S is in Sam, W is in what the, O is in Oscar, and T is in to her. Yeah. So it's 4 squares. And you have strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and tests. So you can go ahead and go through all of them and figure out which one it is. Is that last one? Yep, test. What's the test? That's what fathers say. Go ahead and kind of do that and see and line it up. People always be saying just make a pros and cons list. Sometimes a pros and cons list ain't deep enough. It's just not. You need to see what the strength is in this. What's the weakness? What is the opportunity? And what is it teaching you? What's the lesson? What's the test at the end of it? You know, how will you be grown and how will you be better if you go through with that model? And sometimes you have to look at everything like it's a business deal. I promise y'all, everything I look at and consider like a freaking business deal. Like a CEO, because I am a CEO of me. You know, of me, myself. This organism, I mean, the irony of it, right? Think about what I'm getting ready to say. We have organizations. You are an organism. I am an organization. That's how I look at myself, not just an organism. You know, I am a whole business. I'm a whole entity. And I operate myself in such a fashion that, you know, reputation matters. Yes. You know, consistency matters. Your brand matters. Your name is your brand. Right? So, and that matters. Your character currency is your brand. It matters. And if people are trying to get you to come away from your gift, your God-given gift that you are dialed into, and they want you're trying to step up and lead, but you at a fork in the road, and people are trying to get you to do something that's not necessarily lined up in the way that it's supposed to be lined up. Maybe it's against your ethics and your core principles and values. And if it is against your core principles and values, then that's an opportunity that you should pass on. You know, sometimes when you say no to something, then the thing that you are supposed to have is right around the corner. But we know that those energies come, they seek you. They see you. They see your light, beloved. Again, we asking for the Father to increase our lumens. Like to shine bright. Everybody shining, 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 yeah. All of this winning. You think folks can't see you? They see you. And they want to distort you, disillusion you, manipulate you. Again, beloved, we talking and teaching on this dark psychology. I can't even find my book. I must have moved it over there. Yeah, cause we've been chewing on this here thing. It gets thick. So what would Source have us say today? If it's against your core values and your core beliefs, say no. Basically, if it ain't a holy hell yes, then it's an absolutely no. No. And don't sacrifice your virtue. Don't sacrifice your character. Don't sacrifice your ethics, your spirit, your soul, that which is the most important thing. There's nothing more valuable than your essence. Nothing. Nothing. Your integrity, nothing is more important than that. And if there, whatever this thing is, or these people who want to, you know, profit off of you in some kind of way, it's a benefit to them, most likely. If they are doing that, it's a benefit to them. And they don't care about your sentiment and your destination when you got to lay down and deal with Source at the end of the day, because you still gonna have to deal with you. You know what I mean? The source of you. Fork in the road. Source says listen deeply. Listen deeply to Source into your spirit self. Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. So this is the reading for this morning, guys. I hope you it helped. Little rising session, you know what I mean? So if you out there and it might be not be, you know, either you just passed it, I don't know what decision you made, it might be coming up, could be on the way. Either way, whenever it comes up, the time is always now, you know what I mean? When is it ever not now? We might do another quick little pop in before we have to go get to that other, service source. But anywho, y'all, I hope you like this session. Know that I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much because I love me and I love the source that made me. Yeah, the source of self. I love that. The infinite intelligence, yep, and the breath of life, the force. Ooh, ooh. When the force comes through and shows up, I'm talking about, we doing this all day long. I'm breathing in creation and I'm breathing it back out. That's the force. It's animating everything. It's keeping this whole vessel running. That's pretty amazing. I hope you take some time to put some wonderment on yourself. Recognize those 8 wonders that walk around in the earth. That is you. Yes, give yourself some consideration. Again, recognizing self will help you recognize those that are not aligned to your highest good. And then you can move away from that. You can make the decisions that's needed, that's good for you, because you don't want to get pulled away from your dream. Source is saying that it's time for you to step up and lead. And people are not always going to be aligned. They're not always going to want you to do that, or when they want to be around you, it may not always be for your highest good. So just be considerate. Be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful. Listen deeply to yourself, to your spiritual self, to your essence. It knows. It will tell you. It'll help you make this decision about being in the fork of the road, or how you're going to lead, how you're going to go forward, and making sure that you keep everything lined up by the book. Get in alignment with that thing. Okay? So the next time, and to the next Now on Tears and Wheat Tarot show, well, you're sure enough never know what you're going to get. This is your girl, Lottie, and I'm going to keep claiming it. Your favorite channel messenger. We will call this right here an Ashe. Okay? Mwah.